Let me silent my phone. Okay, thank you. So let's start. Today it is our first session. Okay, as I told you in the webinar as well as yesterday's session, that was just introductory session, introduction of you and me. Uh, no, I assume always, not as far as this batch is concerned, but I always assume that students are completely raw. Okay, so I will start from the scratch, extremely scratch. It happens along with the students that students feel that they know most fundamental concepts of a language or a computer or anything. Okay, so and sometimes very basic concepts are ignored, or they have heard concepts but they are not able to explain them if somebody asks them question. Okay, so let's start from the basics. Okay, some of them will be repeated. It may happen. uh, you may feel these concepts I have already learned. Okay. So what is point in learning again that? Okay, but don't consider like that. uh, uh, you might happen that, okay, oh, you had not learned about this, you were not knowing about this. Okay, so let's start. uh, uh, we are going to learn a language. Okay, and basically if somebody asks you what is language, okay, or why language is needed, then before we start any program learning any programming language, we need to understand what is first of all a language. So basically language, the basic purpose of language is the communication. Not necessarily that mm, the language is just need to speak, without speaking as well. Okay, like uh, the way I am gesturing, okay, looking at you, that is also a kind of a language. Okay? So even though I am using English as a communication language to explain you, okay, unknowingly I'm having facial expressions, right? I'm having the movement of hands. Okay, that is also a language, my friends. Okay, so first of all, we need to understand from that level when you are going to learn any programming language. Okay? So, why it is so? Students feel that language is just data type, syntaxes, write statement, okay, write loops, write use functions, and all these things. That is just a small part of any language, right? That is a small part of any language. The basic philosophy of any language is to communicate effectively along with somebody else, right? The communication should be effective. So when you think about a computer programming language, you are trying to tell something to the computer, because computer is no, like, it's a dumb machine. Okay, it doesn't understand, it doesn't do anything on its own. So it always tells you, tell me something, like the mobile in your hand. Okay, it asks, it tells you, mm, press something, do something. Okay, on its own it doesn't do anything. Okay, some programs are executing at the back end. Okay, but on its own it doesn't do anything, right? So what would be today's main topics? Introduction to the computers, hardware, software, and block diagram. Okay, all of these you must have heard many times in the past, I am quite sure. Sorry. So, but still I'm going to talk about this. Okay, so first of all, when we see as a computer, many times students say that what is in front of you is a computer. Okay, okay. So you will say, I have got a computer. What? I have got a laptop. I have got a personal computer. Um, so I have got a tab, right? So basically, my friends, as a, if you are a computer engineer, or rather you, if you are an engineer, right? One should not say, I got a computer, okay? Because the best word to tell other person or to ourselves, okay, we should say I have got a system, okay, because computer at an abstract level it is just the CPU. So basically that CPU is a computer. That is actually what computes. So CPU is a small part of our whole system, right? So you should not forget. You should never forget that. So what does that system comprises of, my friends? So uh, system comprises of, no, there is a input, there is a output, there is a storage. So we should look at that the whole computer, instead of computer you should look at it as a system, and system is always complex, like our the whole body. Okay, if something happens, some a small issue, health issue is there, okay, we say that some problem is there in digestion system. Okay, why we call it this there is a problem in digestion system? Because we do not know exactly where the problem has occurred. So similarly, when you write the program, okay, when you use the computer, some kind of error is thrown. Okay, that is the very common phenomena. Okay, uh, when you write the program, you get an error. Okay, so at least that is a small program you write, and the compiler or runtime environment or a linker, okay, it gives you an error. But at least friends, this is a small program, you get an error. But just imagine when you go into the industry and you become a part of a team, and millions of lines of code is written to develop a software, right? Which is collection of many components. And when that software throws an error, okay, um, uh, that is basically an error of a system. Okay, and detecting that error is the job of a computer programmer. Okay, so as a computer programmer, you should look everything from the system perspective, not as a component, a specific component perspective. Basically, programmers make these mistakes. Okay? So you look everything to the towards a computer as a system and not a individual unit. Okay. So why first of all learn a C language? A quick poll here. Um, have you Yesterday I had sent one link. Have you read? Have you gone through that? Have you read that? One is yet to answer. Okay. Okay, no problem. Uh, uh, I used to ask questions randomly, so be prepared. Okay, and I'm your friend, so be honest. And I like honest answers. So some of them have not seen that link. No problem. Today again, go through that link. I just sent a interesting link. Why one should learn C language? Because as far as the C language is concerned, always there is a dilemma. Okay, the war going on in everybody's mind. Okay, whether to learn C or not to C, like no, to be or not to be. So it is like to see or not to see. So that happens usually because you learn a lot of things from your outside world, your friends, his colleagues, superiors, working professionals. Okay, and then you make up your mind, and sometimes you tend to think, why is there a need to learn C language? So within next couple of days, okay, you will understand why C is C. One should become a master in C. Yeah? So basically, C. I'll ask you one question. Okay, I don't expect answer from you because answer is very easy. When somebody is thirsty, okay, somebody is thirsty. What is the first choice? Okay, somebody will say, okay, mm, I okay, I prefer coconut water. Okay, somebody will say I will have a cold drink. Somebody will say it's water. Okay, or all of them will say water. Okay, somebody will say some kind of lime soda or any question, any answer should be there. But first of all, uh, if you go on digging in this a simple question, if somebody is thirsty, okay, the first preference is water. Okay, because there is no magic chemical in this world created by the god, okay, better than water to quench your thirst. Okay, you have a cold drink, but after that, okay, again you will be thirsty and you have to go for the water. So that is a power of water. Why? Because it has been made by the god. Okay, that is the abstract material, necessary necessity of the human being. Why I'm talking about the water? Because I like to teach or like to exhibit the philosophical, not only syntactical part of C language, but philosophical part of a any programming language. And as far as this session is concerned, or this session is concerned, philosophical part of a C language. One should learn from the philosophical point of view. Why? Because once you understand that, okay, you can implement that. So, what is the relation between this water and sea? Just like water is a base material of any cold drink, okay? Any cold drink made, okay, artificial made uh, in this world. So, be it wine, be it liquor, be it a cold drink, okay, anything. It is made from the water. It is made from the water. So, friends, I look at C language like that. Any language you take currently in this world, okay, you will find its roots in C language. Okay, many people will deny this. Java people will deny. Python people will deny. Okay, JavaScript people will deny. I mean, those who understand those languages, they won't deny. Okay, but fanatic people will deny. No, no, no. JavaScript is completely different. Python is completely different. But my friends, all these developers were original C developers. Okay, they understood the power of C. Okay, they found some mistakes in C, they found limitations in C, and then they invented new programming languages. But one cannot deny that uh, roots of all current programming languages you will find in C. That is why one should learn C language. Okay. Friend student often ask me, will I get the job on the basis of C language? My friends, directly you won't get job on the basis of C language. Okay. Your interview, any programming interview at the campus level will start at the C language. It will start at the operating system fundamentals. Okay. So that is the reason one should learn C language. Many applications have been written in C language. Many applications. Okay. Even this Microsoft Word, you might have heard the Adobe uh, Autodesk. Okay, you might have heard that. Uh, all these, no, all these applications, variety of applications have been written in C language. Unix itself was developed, the most powerful operating system in this world. As far as uh, don't worry that you will understand and you will remember everything. I used to talk a lot, okay, but uh, the course I am giving to give you lifetime course, okay. You will be having this, and whatever I have discussed here, in short, it will be there. So don't worry, okay. If you want to note down, or just concentrate completely on me and listen to this. So where I was, even operating system like Unix, okay, it has been written in C. Rather, the birth of C was because of Unix operating system. So they wanted to develop something, uh, uh, some operating system like which can be, used as a network operating system, and they came up along with the Dennis Ritchie, the gifted person. They came up along with the C language, along with the Brian Kernighan. So that pair developed the C language, and still almost 50 years, undoubtedly the, queen of programming language. So that is the reason one should learn C language. uh, Obviously, friends, I am really not only thankful to you, but I am proud about you. You have taken a decision to learn C language. I know that 4,000 you're going to pay for understanding C language. And it may happen that your friends will ask me, why you are going to pay 4,000 rupees for learning C language? Okay. But friends, you will, first of all, you have taken the decision on the basis of um, my webinar and my interaction along with you. But you won't regret within next 8 days, okay, or rather 4 days. You won't regret, okay, because the reason is that there are enormous resources in this world, okay. Most of them are free. YouTube is there. uh, Billions of websites are there. Blogs are there. Educational portals of Coursera is there. edX is there. Lot of resources are there. Internet books are in the market, okay. If you pay 300 rupees, 400 rupees, 500 rupees, you get the book, okay. Mm. Books by foreign authors are there, okay. Private tuitions are there. You learn C language in the class, okay. And the reason lies there only. Why? Because you have learned C language, you have got the book, internet at your fingertips, right? YouTube videos are there, blogs are there, free courses are there, and still you have a still you are not satisfied. What is the reason? The reason, there are two reasons. First of all, methodology. Second is contents. Okay. Contents, lot of contents might be there either on the YouTube or your private tuition. Okay, but there is a limitation of methodology. Okay, I have been talking about this only because I am explaining you a lot of things. I talked about the system, digestive system. I talk about some a little bit. I'm talk about operating system. Okay, but you cannot imagine, you cannot visualize everything simultaneously listening to me. Okay, am I right? So I have got a solution on this, and that's why student take my course. I've got a solution on this. You will get that solution within next 3 4 days. Okay. Now what I am teaching you, you will visualize. You will visualize that in the form of animation, right? And 50% you will understand here when I interact along with you. Rest 50% you will understand when you go through that contents. Okay, I'm following the same contents only because there will be mapping between your thought process and the contents in front of you. That is very important, right? So uh, that is about the enormous resources. Next is, as far as C language is concerned, it is it is not obsolete. It is still popular. Uh, it is a part of engineering syllabus. It is a part of diploma syllabus. It is part of BCA. It is a prerequisite for special courses like diploma in advanced computing offered by the CDAC. It occupies a special part when somebody goes for the post graduation in engineering, like going for the gate examination. Okay, you might have heard about the gate examination. It is a part of, you might have heard, I don't know, but each foreign university, okay, or even in the Europe, okay, like Germany. Germany is a popular destination for students because many of my past students are studying in Germany. So, and even in the US. Okay, so now these universities, when their enrollment process is taken, usually in the month of August. Okay, so you need to fill up the form and all these things. And almost all universities, their prerequisite is whether you opt for the MS in mechanical engineering or civil engineering or even computer, electronics, this, that, any. You opt for any engineering field. Okay. Yeah, one of the prerequisite is you should be well concerned along with the C and C++ programming language. My friends, this is a prerequisite by almost all universities. Now, are these universities foolish to put that knowledge of C and C++ as a prerequisite? No, they know the importance of C language. They know the importance of C++. That's why, friends. Okay, if you have got something, some little doubt in your mind, okay, am I doing the right thing by paying fees and learning C language? Do I need to learn it? Okay, remove that doubt. Okay, that doubt will be cleared completely, okay, within next 2 days. But if it is there, try to remove it. Fully concentrate on C language. Just tell yourself, yes, it is must. I know that you have told yourself, that's why you have come here. Okay. Now, there are various teaching methodologies around the world in your class, basically a class in college, or the on your in your a private tuition if you had in the past joined. Okay, as far as programming language is concerned, there is a typical pattern on the very first day. Okay, probably on the very first day they will take that hello world program. In online classes they will take first hello world program. Okay, on the some resources on the lot of I mean billions of resources are, billion might be a small word, but billions of videos are there on the YouTube. I usually go through all these things if I try to find is there any something new. Okay, because one should learn always, but I find always that they talk little about the language philosophy, and they talk more about the syntactical part of language. One should not be like that. Okay? I talk more about the philosophical part of the language. I will correlate programming language along with our real life. Then you will understand that. Okay. I don't know, but at that time I will give you a wonderful example. I have got enormous examples to explain anything, my friends. Okay. So just a thought crossed my mind. Okay. There is a one concept called initialization of an array, right? In C language. Uh, I will give you a wonderful example. What is exactly initialization of an array? Okay. And at that time, till that moment, you will be knowing, you will be listening enormous examples. But at that time, I will remind you on the first session I had talked about this. Okay, so my methodology is just examples, examples, examples. What examples? A real life example. The way I give you example of water, the relation of water along with the sea language. Okay, so that is going to be my methodology. Now, basically, what are softwares written in C? Okay, most of all, uh, C language these days is not used for writing any application software. Okay, or what you can say, this is web technologies and all these things. Basically, in the software industry or what you can say software, there are different layers. Okay, the middle layer is there, top layer is there, bottom layer is there. In between that, enormous layers are there. Okay, what the errors, the layers I'm talking about, you will understand in that this thing. My resources. Okay, the course I'm going to give you. Okay, so in the animation you will see everything, that you will understand everything. Okay, so when I talk about software part, right? Then or learning C language, I request all of you at your end, in your home, if you have got access to any hardware vendor, okay? Because I cannot actually show it here. Okay? If you have got access to any hardware vendor, I mean, what is the hardware vendor? Those who actually from those you have purchased your PC or a laptop, right? And if you know somebody, okay, then learn from him how to install the operating system. Okay, some of you might be knowing. Okay, some usually computer engineers or electronics engineer, they are available along with this. So if you know already how to install, no, Windows Server or Windows Windows 10. Okay, there is no problem. If you already are well concerned along with that, there is no problem. But if you are not aware, okay, then try to learn how operating system is installed. If you have got already one operating system, then try to learn how a dual operating system can be installed, like Linux, okay, Ubuntu. Okay, this will help you in the long run. Okay, as far as the C language is concerned, because C has got very close connection along with the operating system. Now, and that is the reason fundamental knowledge of operating system is must, which I am going to share along with you. Uh, Before I start actual C language. Okay? Because we talk about operating system, okay, but we do not know how operating system functions. Okay? If you are a computer engineer or electronics, probably there is a subject operating system fundamental. But as I told, I'm going to talk everything from the scratch, assuming that you do not know anything. Okay, so let's come to the hardware part. Okay, fundamental. The contents might be, you might think it, oh, these are the at school level. We have been taught at the school level. No problem. I will add something new, right? So, as I told, computer is a dumb machine, absolutely dumb. And when we talk about the hardware, okay, usually the definition is something which you can see. Okay, so what is your PC in front of you or a mouse in front of you? Okay, the hard disk inside the machine, okay, or a CPU. Okay, the mic, okay, you which already I have got and you have got, okay, printer if you have connected, then all these we call it as a hardware. And then network switch is there, router is there, okay, a lot of there. Okay, you think on that. Okay, first of all you think more and more and more. Okay, when I say hardware, your thinking should not limit to the monitor, keyboard and mouse. Okay, just one session is it, take the paper and note down which are the hardware you yeah, you have heard besides this. Okay, besides this small list, which hardware you have heard about. Okay, list them out. Okay, read some advertise of hardware. These days, advertises are not there in the newspaper due to lockdown period and that. But reading advertise of hardware, okay, it gives you enormous insight of a hardware kind of thing. Very interesting. We used to learn in this way. Okay, so reading the full ad of hardware, okay, or of a computer, okay, or a laptop. That is very interesting because the details they write over there, okay, about the hardware. Okay, so that is very interesting. So that we call it as a hardware. But hardware is something, if you connect no to each other, it doesn't work, it doesn't function. Okay, that is because that is everything is dumb. So it needs definitely a software. Now, we basically are going to learn programming language, right? So, people tend to learn only software part. Okay. Now, as far as C language is concerned, it is apart. It lies apart. Okay. It is different from all other only because when you learn C language, okay, that is the language where um, um, it is a part of software as well as a hardware, right? It is a part of software as well as hardware. C is a very close connection along with the uh, hardware. To cite an example, uh, these days, a lot of expressways and super highway. I mean, what they call expressways and freeways. Okay, a lot of development is going on in India. Right, diamond project. Okay, road from somewhere Delhi to no Kanyakumari, and the diamond project is there, and these are high speed ways. And the young generation like you, okay, you like to drive on these on these highways or expressways. Why? Because uh, the most the plus point of these highways is the speed you can attain. Okay? These days, people love speed. Okay? So you can drive the car with 120 kilometers per hour, even 140, 160. Okay, no hassles, uh, no speed breaks. Okay, nothing is there. Just roam around. Okay, so people love this. The generation loves this. Okay, now I know that. But to apply an analogy, okay, don't forget that. Okay, be it a highway, uh, rather expressways, or be even bridges. Okay, bridges over what we can the flyovers and bridges uh, over the sea. Okay, you have been seeing this development in last 10 years, 15 years in India. Okay, but friends, okay, all these bridge and highways, expressways, that is just a top layer of development. What lies beneath that? What lies beneath this highway? What lies beneath that bridge? There is something. There is something. There is a strong foundation. Okay, there is a strong foundation. If you observe the place where you are staying, okay, outside home there might be some road. Okay, I don't know what kind of road there is in front of your home, but that might be a tar road. Okay, okay, a good quality road, or it might be a bad quality road, right? But sometime in the past, 10 years, 15 years, 50 years, okay, 100 years back, there might be a small walkway, right? And then it went on developing, okay, and now there is a tar road. Okay, but tar road can be built, expressway can be made, okay, or bridge can be built only when a foundation is strong. Okay, in this programming language, okay, all these current technologies are based on this strong foundation of C language. Okay, and C has occupied that throughout the world, everywhere. Okay, at the server level, at the machine level, at the hardware level. Okay? So C's presence is everywhere. The, the only issue is that it is not visible. Okay, like the foundation of a bridge or a expressway, it is not visible to you. Okay, because you are looking just at the expressway. Okay, but similarly, when you purchase the Android phone, when you give the printout to the printer, right? When you send something across the internet, right? When you log into the like just log into the machine or a website, okay? Uh, mm, you do anything on the computer, okay, at the somewhere at the bottom at the machine level, okay, some sort of C program is executed, believe me or not. Okay, believe me or not, some sort of, because in the string manipulation chapter, okay, in our curriculum, okay, I'm going to take a simple program, okay, and you will know, oh, when I type the username and password, this happens inside the machine, and you will understand the power of C language. Okay, and that's why, as a C programmer, we should have uh, knowledge of hardware as well as software. Quick, uh, uh, quick here. One question. Okay, I want answers from you uh, because uh, it is just almost 40 minutes we have gone through. Okay, uh, just in the chat box, okay, or questions. The other, we prefer the chat box, okay. Just, just have a chat along with me. Just let me know. Are you following what I'm telling you? Are you understanding what I am telling you? Just type yes. If you write no, no problem. Okay, just type yes or no. Are you following? You can write yes, I am following. Yes, I am understanding. Yes, I am understanding something new. I am learning something new. Just type it. Please type. Okay. Friends, are you there? Okay. What about Guru? Are you following me? Are you understanding? Okay, fine. I'm your friend. So don't hesitate. Don't hesitate at all. Okay. I'm not teacher. What does teacher do? If you talk against him, okay, he gives you less mark. Okay, cut down your marks. Okay, I don't do that. Okay, I'll give you an example. I was at a visiting faculty in one engineering college, and over there, as per the rules of college, I need to take what you can say attendance. Okay, the college had given me attendance sheet, and it was mandatory on our part to take the attendance and give it back to the college. Okay, for their quarterly assessment, right? A lot of staff was there apart from me. Okay, but I was the only person, friends. I never took attendance. Okay. I was almost for 3 4 years. I was a guest lecturer in one college. I never took an attendance. Uh, so the management used to ask me, okay, why we should not take action on you. Okay, you do not follow the rules. You do not take attendance. Okay, so I said, sir, I don't believe in attendance because I don't want my students to sit in my class forcibly in the fear of attendance and no less attendance, 70% attendance is must, and all these things. I don't like student to appear for the lecture forcefully. So I used to tell students, if you don't like my lecture, okay, quit and go roam around the campus. Okay, come back. Come back whenever you feel comfortable. Okay, so uh, just have a frank relation along with me, no problem. Okay, so if you don't like any concept, or if you find, sir, I'm not understanding, please elaborate, or you can say, sir, you are elaborating too much, stop here. No problem. Okay, so I hope you are enjoying. Go to the again, continue along with the software part. So basically, a software, the single line definition everywhere you might have heard 100 times. This is a set of it is a set of programs what we call. Okay, let's forget about the set of programs. It is very complex. It is a system at current level, at your own level. It is not possible to think about the whole system. Okay, how programs, number of programs communicate with each other and all these things. Our scope will be limited to writing a simple program and then complex program, okay, lengthy programs, small application, okay. Our scope will be limited to that. But as far as softwares are concerned, uh, there are basically three types of softwares. Okay. Can anybody tell me the broad categories of software? Okay, these are there in front of you. Okay, so there is an application software, there is a system software, and there is a utility software. Why I'm telling you? Most of the utility softwares have been written in C language, like an antivirus. Okay, this is utility software written in C language. Or what you do on your machine, okay, uh, you want to compress something, okay, what we call is the disk compressor, mostly are written in C language, okay. You want to compress the data and uncompress that, you know, you zip the file then unzip the file. All these root level codes are written in C language. That is the magic and power of C language, friends. So there is an application software, okay, whatever application you use, okay, that is an application software, okay. So be it a Word or no Excel, PowerPoint, AutoCAD, the browser is also browser is the application software, right? So look, we will from today we look at it from the C's perspective, right? You should have everything C. Okay, is there any relation between C and this? Whatever I am saying. So yes, it is there. Okay, everywhere. Sometimes at the top, sometimes at the root level. Okay. So these are application is a software which is usually used by what we call as the end user. So when you as a C as a programmer, okay, when you are going to master in C language, you are going to as a programmer, you should always, I will imbibe that habit in you. When you start writing programs, I will imbibe that habit in you. When you think of writing a small piece of code, 4 lines of code, let's say 5 lines of code, 8 lines of code, day one, I'm talking about the day one. Never think from the programmer points of view. You are going to think from the user point of view, right? The first step to become a good programmer. A lot of coders are there. Okay? Good programmer. I will say a good engineer. Okay. Engineers' dream aim should not be I want to become a coder. Okay. I want to become a programmer. No, no, my friends. Each of my student should have minimum aim of becoming a designer, right? A designer of a software. Okay, you are going to design. You are an engineer. Okay, you are going to become an engineer. So we want to design a thing. Okay, not write codes for lifetime. Right? So I'm going to show you how softwares are designed. Okay? How one should think on designing. Okay? Another part of software is the system software. Right? So system software is a single line, okay, which runs the system. And that's the reason I talked too much about the system at the beginning. I started discussion along with the system. And there lies the system software, right? So a set of programs, okay, which runs the system as a whole, okay, that is the system software. So there are many system softwares. But the king is definitely operating system, okay, which occupies major part of system software, right? Example of system software. Operating system is one of the biggest system software. Other softwares are there, like uh, when you get the new printer, suppose, okay, and you attach to your machine, okay, it start functioning. How does it start functioning? Okay, in the old days, our days, okay, uh, I'm talking about the year somewhere around 1999, almost 21 years back. Whenever we used to get the with a small mouse, okay, I used to get the small mouse, purchase small mouse. At that time, that vendor used to give me a floppy. Okay, I don't know whether you have heard floppy or not, because it is that's completely obsolete. Okay, probably floppy will be a antique piece uh, at present. Okay, so that vendor used to give a small floppy along with that mouse, or even we purchase CD-ROM, whatever you any device purchase to connect to the. They used to give a software, and then we used to install that software, and then it will start functioning. But right now the things are very easy. So when you attach any device to the this thing machine, okay, your system, then it start functioning only because that your that operating system, okay, that also has got facility to install the driver, okay. So the software which drives that, okay, device, we call it is the device driver. Device driver is one of the biggest industry in this world, and usually C and C++ programmers are there to work on this device driver software. Even today, the next it is said that Google says that next 5 or 10 years would be Internet of Things. Okay, IoT. You might have heard about that. Then there is a lot of talk or buzz about the machine learning and big data and all these things. A lot of things are there. Okay. But my friends, IoT, Internet of Things, it is a really, I mean, it is going to be amazing world. Okay, absolutely full of technology and all these things. So at that time, those who understand the fundamentals of C or C++ data structure, okay, that uh, they are going to play a very crucial role in handling Internet of Things. Because again, that is right now you have got a system where this mic and all these things communicate with each other, right? Okay, I speak and then mic captures that, okay, and send it across to the internet to you. Okay, this is limited at present. It is limited. Internet of Things are going to be different. Okay, so that will be communication between many devices. Okay, so that will be communication between that will be communication between two cars. Okay, that will be communication between fridge and car. A lot of very complex things are going to be there in next 5 10 years. Okay, that will be communication between car and home. Okay, that is the Internet of Things. And a lot of since system programming is going to be there, C is going to have a hand hold on that. Okay, so that is something about the software, right? You must have seen that block diagram many times. Very typical block diagram is there. So input is there. Okay, I'm just going to revise that. Then at the mid there is a what you can say a processor, and next there is output. Okay, so input, process, and output. Okay, the process. It is processed by the CPU. I mean, a lot of CPUs are there installed in the motherboard and all things you might have heard. Okay, so the processed whatever the data is processed, okay, it is converted into the informations and it is sent to the output device. So output device may be anything, okay. So it might be a monitor, right? It might be it might be a speaker, right? Anything. Uh, it might be a printer as well, okay. So all these are output devices. Again, at the time, it has to be stored, and storage has got two parts. One is the primary and another is the secondary. What you work on the machine, okay, everything happens on the primary, or what we call is the main memory, okay. Students have got confusion about some many times, main memory. Which one is that, hard disk or a RAM? So don't get confused. RAM is basically a main memory. I'm going to talk detail on the RAM, random access memory. But as far as storage is concerned, whatever is whatever is processed, okay, the OS is intelligent enough to mm, store it temporarily on the RAM and again send it to the device. Okay, so very interesting phenomena. Whatever you are seeing on the your monitor, okay, that is available on the RAM, right? So I am speaking that is processed by the processor, no, and it is temporarily stored, okay, momentarily, or what you can say, a millionth of second. It is stored, nanosecond. It is stored, and then it is sent to the no that is captured by the mice, then device driver works, then device driver of mice sends it to the operating system processes that, saves it somewhere on the RAM, then sends it across the internet. All this is very complex and interesting phenomenon, okay. So this happens at the what this happens inside that a logical flow diagram, because this is a logical flow. Why I am telling you this? When you write any C program, okay, uh, you should think at the no at the you should have a big picture in your mind, okay. It is your approach, our programmer as a approach should not be at the miniature level, okay. We are going to be special, you are going to be special after 50 sessions are ended, right? Not only at the programming level but at the psychological and mental level, at the confidence level. Why? Because when you write the code, when you write the program, when you write the statement, okay, you are not going to think at that small program level, you are going to think at the system level, okay. So mm, like no you each you we as a human, okay, or any human living being, I can say, okay, but at least let's limit our discussion to the human, okay. So when you eat something, okay, many times, if you observe, okay, many times, mm, just try this. Just try this. Once this session is ended, you might be having lunch. Okay, so try this. Have you thought over this? Have you thought over this? When we eat, no, right? Many times we don't know what we are eating. Okay, observe yourself. I'm serious. We don't know what we are eating. Second thing, uh, that food in front of you has got lot of nutritional values, right? That nutritional food keeps your body alive, it gives you energy, right? It gives you enormous power to move, to talk, to listen, to understand. Okay, so that is basically the source is that food apart from the air and water around us. Okay, so that food makes a lot of difference when you eat that, when you chew that. and it is digested, and that the whole system provides lot of vitamins and all these things, right? But friends, how many times we think about this? Never. Okay, we never think about this. We do it so mechanically. Okay, we'll watch and watching TV and eating, right? Sitting on the mobile and okay. So that is not eating. I will say that is not eating. God, what I say, that is not eating, my friends. Okay, but today you are going to have a lunch, right? So try this. Okay, whenever you are going to have a food, okay. So no, you should have a full mind in that food. Okay, so you eat that no raita. Okay, this raita is going to give a lot inside that food. Okay, momentarily you are going to think, right? Momentarily. So like that, if you give full-hearted, okay, if you have a full-hearted meal, okay, see the changes. This is the philosophical side of programming. I'm telling you. Why? Because you eat with full-hearted, you drink along with full-hearted. Okay, if you are smoking, smoke with the full-hearted. Don't smoke. That is not a good habit. But just for the sake of an example, if you drink liquor, beer, this, that, okay, you should have a full, no, full mind in that. Okay. Similarly, my friends, okay, when you are going to write a C program, you should have a full mind. What I'm writing this statement, what is going to do that? What it is going to do inside the machine? Okay, I'm going to enter something. What is, how it is going to be processed? So at that level, you are going to write the program. Am I right? Okay. At that level, you are going to think, and I'm going to let you think on that. Okay, my friends. So that is how we are going to learn programming. Okay. So why I actually told this, when you write the program, you should have this block diagram in your mind. How you are going to input, how it is going to be processed, and how you are going to get the output. Okay, C program. Okay. So there is going to be a primary and secondary storages. Primary is the main memory, RAM, random access memory. Okay. Is that fine? Is that fine? Okay. And secondary memory, this is again hard disk. Okay. Um, a lot of secondary storage devices are there. I don't talk about that, but like earlier list of devices, okay, just think on today, okay, tomorrow let me know what are second various secondary storage devices. If you can Google, okay, you can Google each point of this, okay, uh, to know, okay, that is very interesting a way of studying any subject, okay. So let's have a friends. Do you need a break of 2 minutes, 5 minutes? If you want, just write in the chats. Okay, I can speak of 4 hours. Okay. Quick, quick, quick. Okay, Ravi, do you need a break or I should continue? Ravi, Rakesh, thank you. You don't need a break. Okay, thank you. So we will continue. Okay, I will finish it within 15 minutes. Okay, give me 15 minutes. Your valuable time. I want your more, not more than 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, maybe 5 minutes I will be covered. Okay, it's a very interesting topic again. Operating system. Okay, the King system software. Okay, There is advertised the king of all good times, something like that. Okay, so operating system is a king of this system, right? It is a king. So there are various types of operating system. Uh, mm, you might have heard about this. This is a very common. Linux is there, Windows are there, okay. Mac is there. Mac usually is not very popular in India because uh, it is, first of all, it is expensive as like the iPhones. Okay, so we usually do not use Mac machines, but this is also operating system. Then be it any operating system, friends, huh? Be it any operating system, be it Windows, Linux, this, that. Okay? Uh, any operating system has got basic functionalities, basic tasks. Okay? So it acts as a manager. Okay? Mm, even though you are a computer engineer, electronics engineer, or whoever you are, okay, we should know these tasks as well as we should understand all these tasks, right? So it acts as a manager. Okay, what does the manager do? Manager directly doesn't do anything. Okay, but he gets the work done. Okay, the operating system is a manager. It gets the work done. Like manager of any company. Okay, or it may happen that uh, once you finish your engineering, you get the job, and couple of years or after 4 years or 5 years, on the basis of your performance, uh, you become a project manager. Okay, this is a very common post in software companies. Okay, you are promoted as a project manager. So that manager is also, this word is there also, right? So what you are going to do? Are you going to write the code? Okay. No. And that we are not going to write the code. Okay. But you are going to design the system. You are going to allocate the work. You are going to allocate task to your subordinates. You are going to you are going to give the deadlines. You are going to give guidelines. Okay, so you are going to take meetings along with them. Okay, so that is the role of a manager. Okay? Now operating system does the same thing. Okay, it gets the work done. Okay, a lot of things are there. Likewise, at present, I am having a computer in front of me. Okay, just see how many tasks operating system is handling at currently. First of all, operating system has to look after each of the devices consistently, constantly, at a round, uh, round robin manner. Okay, so operating system has to see whether power is there, whether network is there, whether internet data is coming, whether mic is attached, okay, whether the speakers are attached, whether mouse is working, whether keyboard is good, whether a lot of things are there. Okay, this operating system is looking always. Okay, like there is a manager. If you become a manager, you have to see also how many they are in the team. Hey, everybody right today. Okay, is there everybody is working or gone somewhere? So likewise, no, this operating system acts as a manager. Okay? So one should know that you should have no at least superficial knowledge of operating system. All right. Then it has a command processor. Likewise, I gave you example of teaching with by I mean eating by heart, right? know what you are eating bite by bite. Okay, know what is that, know what is that, know what is that. Okay? So likewise, when you work on the machine, okay, it you should actually observe that. Okay, the command processor. Okay, operating system is a command processor, friends, because you give a lot of commands. Okay, when you the young generation, when they have got no uh, mobile, okay, smartphone, they give a lot of commands like this, okay, very fast. They do a lot of things. Okay, just imagine how that Android or the iOS might be powerful to be receptive to each of your commands so fast. Okay, so that is the task of processing the command, the task, major task of operating system. Even just thought crossed my mind. The Android itself has been written in a C language, my friends. That is the power of C language. Okay? Unfortunately, that is my pain point, and that is my mission to create create sound engineers like you. Okay, uh, at least if I teach 1,000 engineers, or you can say 10,000 engineers, at least one of them will become somebody. Okay, not a big person. Okay, like Sundar Pichai, okay, or a Facebook that owner, okay. But I wish a one Indian should know there who know writes operating system, okay. But I haven't found in last 20 years, rather we can say 30 years. Last 30 years, India is hub for a software engineer, but unfortunately we can't, we couldn't produce a single engineer who is able to write exclusive Indian operating system. Not a single person, unfortunately. There are a lot of IITs, a lot of regional engineering colleges, and a lot of there. But I don't understand where is that talent, and why this talent is not doing something new. Okay, so that is a thought, wild thought in my mind. Okay, let's go ahead along with our this thing contents. So command processor, and then it actually needs to control that. Okay, operating system need to control that. Okay, now controlling is major part of manager, right? Operating system, because like I gave you example, uh, when you become a project manager, you need to have a control over your staff, right? Control over pace of the development, control over their behavior, motivating them. That is also part of control, right? If you don't motivate, then they will not stick to you. Okay, they will not listen to you. They will not obey you. So a lot of ways are there to control human being. Here, controlling is different story altogether, right? So they need to control all the devices, okay. And the last, okay, but mostly ignored or part is give the desktop, okay. So operating system, it is operating system task to give the desktop, okay. If you don't have desktop, how you will work, okay. You got a blank screen and somebody says no, that machine is working, okay, that is okay, but what about how you will interact along with the computer, how you interact along with the system, how you will be able to use the application, okay. So that desktop, provision of desktop is a wonderful mechanism, wonderful task, I will say, as far as any operating system is concerned, okay. Apple, okay, the Steve Jobs. He spent billions of dollars, okay, for operating system. But at the same time, he spent billions of dollars for giving that interface. What is that? Desktop. Desktop is not right word, but that interface, GUI. Okay, because that GUI, okay, wrote the history. That GUI developed by the Apple was copied then by many Chinese and Japanese and South Korean giants like no that Oppo and Samsung and all these everything. Okay, so what I mean, giving the desktop is one of the major tasks of any operating system, right? And if you look at your desktop, okay, if you look at your desktop, the names are really. I like those names. Okay, there is a date, no, there is a language, there is a lot of small icons are there on the right bottom right hand, right? What do we call them as a? Can anybody tell me? We call it as a system tray, right? We call it as a system tray. I like this word, okay? Because it is a tray, like tray on your this thing table, okay, dining table. There is a tray, some kind of tray is there, some salt is there, some spoons are there, okay. You need them when you are going to have lunch or dinner or breakfast, whatever. You need them, okay. Occasionally you need that salt and pepper, no, and spoons and forks you need occasionally. So we call it as a tray, right? Similarly, the same Bill Gates have given the same name. Okay, so they will call it a system tree. So occasionally we need to look at that. What is the date? What is the time? Whether network is active or not? Whether internet is coming or not? What is the battery of your battery charging of your laptop? There are a lot of things are there in the system tray. At the bottom there is a the strip, horizontal strip, we call it is the uh, task bar. Okay. So you are whatever you are doing, these are tasks, no, right? So your tasks are there. So that's what they call it the task bar. Okay. So that is just a few examples for interesting uh, for uh, for just a fun. I am telling about this, but what I mean, okay, you as an engineer, you as a programmer, okay, you should start thinking like this, okay, not just take one language, finish that, take another language, finish that, take third language. Friends, almost 5 10 people, the fresh engineers, okay, minimum 5 people in my day, okay, in a day, per day, they either call me, message me, or send me emails, sir, I need a job, no, and this is my biodata, and I'm really, I get really irritated looking at the biodata, okay. They write, no, skill set, they write this, C, data structure, Java, Python, PHP, HTML, Java stack, full stack. Oh my God, I don't know if I take almost 22 years to learn handful of languages, handful of languages, okay, 3 4 maximum. How this young chap, just 22 years old, knows everything, all operating system, network fundamentals, everything, languages, okay, and this, that. And again, at the end, he likes hobbies, reading, writing, making friends. Oh my God, how your biodata will be. Mhm. Okay. So, friends, listen to me, okay? Don't try too hard, okay? In our single life, it's just a short life, 60, 70 years old, life is there. Engineering and learning will be at the most 5 or 10 years. So, in this period, don't aim for no learning too many languages in your life. It is not possible. I'm talking you at the realistic level, okay? Students ask me, sir, I want to do this. I keep quiet, okay? I don't respond to them, okay? Because hangover is there. So they listen something today, then tomorrow they listen something from this friend, then US friend, then that friend. Okay, that is not possible in our life. We know, you are well considered along with mother tongue. Okay, that is our mother tongue. Another is Hindi. If mother tongue is not Hindi, okay, then that might be a Maithili. That might be a mother tongue Marathi. Okay, or Bengali like that. Then we know Hindi. As English is a global language, that is the language medium in our engineering and school and colleges. So we know English. Okay? So at the most, we know three, four languages in our lifetime. Okay. But here in 4 5 years, student wants to master how many languages? 10, 15. Okay. Is it possible? It is logical. It is feasible? No. So why I'm telling this? You have taken the C language. Let's master it. Okay, within next 4 months. Okay, and then build on that. You on your own build on that. Go on building that. Right? Fine. So, what is the language? Okay, friends, we will stop today. Okay, it is almost 12:30. Okay, I don't want to stretch beyond this. Just a small poll. Okay, honest answers. Okay, a small poll. Just attend this. A quick poll. Okay, how was that? Rather, you can chat this because I don't like these polls and all, because their design is not also no exclusive. If somebody wants to tell informative as well as engaging, I don't know whether he is able to do that in this poll or not. So see, these are the this is the framework designed by the engineers, but that is not also exhaustive. So that there lies the problem. Okay, so it was informative, it was value addition. Thank you very much. Okay, I hope you you got something in your hand at the end of first session. Okay, some value addition. Okay, uh, I'm leave it to me. Okay, a lot of addition will be given. Okay, and I believe more on knowledge, not information. I will not give too much information. Too much information is on the internet. Okay, Too much information is on the books. Okay, lot of information. I don't want to give you just. I just don't want to inform you. Okay, I want you to educate you. Okay, which book? Okay, good question. And project. A good question from Ravi Shankar Kumar. Thank you, Ravi. Thank you very much for proactively participating in this session. Which books you would recommend for C for having wider picture, or I can say to have mastery. Although you are letting us know enough, still great people say one should go through the books. Yes, perfect, and that is true. Great people say one should go through the books, and I believe uh, when I mean the book, obviously my first priority is hard book. Okay, not e-book. Okay, it's a physical book. So I will suggest um, one book of a C programming language by Robert Lafford. It's a good book. Okay, Robert Lafford. Another book, C language book is Detel and Detel. Okay, Deitel, Detel and Detel. Okay, he is a publisher, but I find his book is fantastic. Okay, uh, he has got C language book, C++ book, even Java book. All three books are really detail and detail. Third is Herbert Shield. Some people like it, some people do not like it. But Herbert Shield, my own choice. I like Herbert Shield book, C language. Okay, that is also good one. Uh, Even Sham series C programming language book is also a good one. Sham series. Okay. I have referred somewhere around 10, 12 books. Okay. I have read them multiple times. Okay. Over the last 20 years. Okay. I don't recommend. I don't recommend Letter C and C programming by Balaguru Swami. You may find my opinion very surprising, but usually I do not recommend them. But unfortunately, these two books are most popular in India. Most popular, Balaguru Swami and Let Us See. But I don't recommend it because okay, these books are create interest. Okay, but I don't know. They lack somewhere. I cannot tell where they lack. Their exercises are good, okay, but my own experience, those who have referred these books is not good. Those who have referred other books, it is good. Okay, right? So that is how. Don't purchase books. Okay, don't spend on money that at the beginning. Okay, uh, whichever names I will be sending list of books to you. Okay, sending list of books to you. Definitely tomorrow you will get the list of books, and I will recommend you not to uh, purchase them at the beginning, right? Get these books from your library. Your library must be having all these books, okay, and refer them. Everybody has got different choice, right? Uh, the book which I like, you may not like that. Okay, so just have a feel of that for a couple of months. Okay, all books whichever you find suitable, whichever you feel comfortable to live along with. Okay, because you are going to live along with that book. Okay, uh, so then you go for purchasing that for lifetime. I have got somewhere around 15 books on C language. Okay, um, so mm, three or four I have read multiple times. The rest of the books I use them as a reference books. Okay, so certain concepts are there, good concepts are there. So it is that. Thank you. Any other question? I hope Ravi, you are satisfied along with the um, answer. Uh, I will send each of you. Okay. Any other question, friends? 5 minutes just. Do you need a recording of this session today? Do you need really? Do you need? I don't think it is necessary because again that I will send the recording to you. It will again take space on your this thing computer. Okay, I don't know whether you will get the time to again because what do you say? Do you need a recording of this? What I have? My friends, are you there? Rakesh, Guru. Okay. Okay, so okay, Rakesh, thank you very much. We will stop here. Okay, tomorrow onwards, I will try to stick to 1 hour schedule. Okay, I know 1.5 hours is a big time. Okay, uh, our brain get exhausted, and as far as my own experience is concerned, I tell I speak a lot. I tell a lot of things. Okay, so. Um, 1 hour is enough. Okay. So we'll from tomorrow. I will stick to try to. I will at least take after 1 hour. I will take opinion from you whether I should continue or not. If you don't want, we will not. Okay. So thank you very much. Okay. All the best. And have a wonderful time. Okay. Tomorrow, 11 o'clock, we will meet. Extremely sorry. I started session 5 minutes late today. Okay, I could not send the link. Today I will send the link. Okay. I will try to send the link which is generic, which you can use forever. Right? Thank you. Thank you very much.